Good morning and be welcome to our morning call of Giovanella Huxleer Capital Funds. Let's start the news. The week starts with two economic stimulus packages in focus. Congressional Republicans are due to meet with President Donald Trump to discuss the terms of what would be the fifth U.S. stimulus package, 11 days before a hefty of earlier measures are due to expire. The economy is probably not ready for the abrupt withdrawal of money that implies. Paul Donovan, chief economist with UBS Global Wealth Management, said a morning brief. Meanwhile, in Europe, EU summit MNR approved to 1750 billion euro recovery fund has dragged on to a 40-day immediate resistance from five northern European states to the idea of 500 billion euro in grants to poorer countries. Reports suggest the proportion of grants could be widely down to as a little 3,900 billion euros, leaving a great part to be made by conditional loans that will take longer to approve and disburse. Talks are set to resume at 10 a.m. The euro still rose 0.3% to 1.1454 dollars, close to a 4-month high. AstraZeneca is due to release the results of clinical trials for its experimental COVID-19 drugs being developed in a partnership with Oxford University in England, of course. AZ Drugs was touted by Business Week last week as being the front runner of all the various candidate vaccines being developed by the world pharma industry. Early stage test results suggest that the drug kills not only the virus but also the cells infected by it. It's trained by the body's immune response. Elsewhere, Dutch medical technology company Philips stock rose 4.8% to its highest since January after posting a surge in sales of and orders for its ventilators, while UK small cap Sin Airgen more than triplet after reporting positive early-stage results for a protein-based COVID treatment. U.S. stock markets are poised to open mostly lower against the backdrop of more negative red lines over the weekend about the spread of the coronavirus. Florida posted its 50th straight day of over 10,000 new cases on Sunday, while the mayor of Los Angeles said the city was on the brink of imposing fresh restrictions to try to slow down the virus spread. President Trump, meanwhile, told Fox News that the country is dealing with the dying embers of the epidemic, although he acknowledged that Florida was still aflame. The Dow Futures contract was down 55 points or 0.2%, while the S&P 500 futures contract was down 0.3%, and the Nasdaq 100 future contract was essentially unchanged. Earnings season continues with updates from oil and gas service company Halliburton before the opening, and with international business machines after closing bells. EBM. Walt Disney has sort of joining the advertised boycott of Facebook over its perceived failure to take hate speech on its social media platforms, according to the Wall Street Journal. Disney, which was Facebook's biggest advertisers in the first half of the year, with a total spend of some 210 million, hasn't made any public decision about its advertising policy. But the number of ads in our new streaming service, Disney More, on Facebook's platform has nearly dried up, the Wall Street Journal said. In addition, the company house also paused advertising for its Hulu service on Facebook Instagram platform. Crude oil's price started the week on a weak note on reports that Chinese refiners will reduce throughput in response to a drop in local demand due to heavy flooding. U.S. crude futures fell 0.9% to 40.41 a barrel, with the international benchmark Brent was down 0.8% with 42.78 a barrel. The pressure of low price was also evident as Noble Energy, whose shares have more than halved this year, agreed to be bought by Chevron for just under 5 billion in an all stock deal. Chevron stock was down 1.3% in pre-market trade, while Noble was up 9.9%. Elsewhere, reports say that Saudi Arabia's King Salman and Emir of